Greetings, friend, entrepreneur, and fellow business builder. I'm the marketing wizard, Jim Ackerman, and this is Good, Bad, and Ugly Ads, the program where we present to you an ad specimen and let you decide whether you think it's good, bad, or ugly from an effectiveness point of view. And then, the following episode, I will share with you my thoughts on whether I thought it was good, bad, or ugly, and why. We begin this week with our specimen from the last episode, episode 5, which was the constant contact email sent out by Bill Warren of the Gold Mine in Hudson, North Carolina. Let's have a look. You'll remember that I had to show you this piece in two parts, the top and the bottom, just to fit it all in here. But here it is. What was your reaction to it? Did you think it was effective? Do you think as an email effort it would bring people into the store and get them to buy? And of course, to be fair, we want to look at the bottom side of the piece as well, which is the price and item aspect of things. Do you think it was effective? Would it bring people in to take a look at these various products that Bill had available for that Valentine's sale? Well, you should know that Bill is one of the best marketers that I know. He is a graduate of the Principle-Centered Marketing Coaching Program, and if you need more information on that, just shoot me an email at mail@ascendmarketing.com and I'll get it to you. But Bill, about everything he touches turns to gold. The question is this one of those things? You also ought to know that Bill did this in conjunction with a direct mail campaign to key clients and also a recorded telemarketing campaign to some of his key clients as well. So he really had a three-pronged approach on this. But our job today is to evaluate specifically the constant contact email portion of the program, and let's dive into it and really pick it apart. For most ads, I wouldn't be a fan of putting the logo at the top, but this is email and it's vitally important to let people know who it's coming from, especially when you already have a relationship with them. So I think it works there. The next question is the headline any good? And while it's not bad, I don't know if Bill really put as much thought into this one as I'd like to see him do. I wonder if it's the only headline he wrote. It's okay, but not great. Of course, Bill could have written 1,000 different headlines, but I'd like to see something even as simple as, it's Valentine's Day and it's my job to help you make her swoon, and here's 17 ways that I can help you do that. And that, of course, would be a reference to the price and item things at the bottom of the email. But we're not done with the top of the email yet, and this is where Bill really shines. Pause the video if you have to read this whole message. It's personal. It's friendly, it's warm, it's inviting, and it does get you to read or look at the rest of the piece, which is what we're going to do right now. First, the whole of it, and then we'll break it down a little bit. Classic jewelry marketing here, picture of a happy couple, and then lots of price and item stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Let's start with this headline, Invest in Love. Notice that it's trademarked, so Bill probably bought into that. But is that a very compelling headline, Invest in Love, for Valentine's Day? I don't think so. Again, nothing's more important to the success of your ads than the headlines, and in this particular case, a subhead that came down further below the main message of the letter above. So pay attention to and spend time working to get that perfect headline. Now let's talk about the product descriptions. First, I like the pictures, and secondly, I like the fact that he's got a variety of price points, something for everybody from $59 on up. But the descriptions themselves are very feature-oriented. I think Bill would be better served to put some romantic benefit language in there along with the product descriptions itself, even if those descriptions make it longer and he had to feature fewer products because of the length of those descriptions. Finally, we go to the bottom of the page where Bill has put in a nice little additional coupon. First of all, that's a tracking device, but it gives people a chance to save an additional $15. Not a bad idea. In fact, it's a great idea. The only problem I see is why all that dead air space above it, below the catalog part, the price and item part of the ad, but above the coupon. I'd have filled that space or taken it out. So, what's my verdict? Well, I'm going to give Bill a good on this, but barely. This is not one of Bill's best efforts, but I'm going to give him the good on the strength of the quality of the letter portion of the ad and the coupon at the bottom. He can work on some of those things we talked about. And so can you in the ads that you do to make sure that you're personal, Make sure you have good headlines. Make sure that you have benefit-oriented descriptions of your products and services, as well as great offers. Now, let's take a look at some ads that I've done for myself, and I'm actually going to show you 2 ads for the same product. You tell me which, if any of them, is good, bad, or ugly. That's your assignment for the coming week, and here are the ads. Now, these are both going to be full-page ads, and this is the first one. Have a look, and I'll give you a slower look in a minute. Now have a look at this one. Big and long, and I'll give you the rundown in just a second. So here we are back at the top of the first one, and you're going to have to stop the video as we go down here so you can get a feel for it. I don't necessarily expect you to read everything word for word, but I want you to get a real feel for the way this ad is put together and evaluate whether you think it's effective or not. Now do the same thing with this ad. Stop as often as you have to get a good feel for both of these ads and determine what you like about them, what you don't like about them, what you think works, what you think doesn't work, and comment. Tell me what you think works and doesn't and why. Okay, look, I realize those aren't the best pictures of those ads that you could possibly get a hold of. So again, I don't want you or expect you to read word for word. What I want you to do is spend 5-10 minutes with both of these ads, look them over carefully, see about the structure of the ads, the nature of the illustrations, the promises that are made, the headlines, the subheadlines, the offer, those kinds of things you can see, and tell me whether you think they're good, bad, or ugly. In fact, what parts of them are effective and what parts are not effective. Would you wind up going to that workshop? That's the kind of information I'm looking for in the comments below. Don't forget also, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends about it, like these videos, and make sure you comment. And finally, I'm looking for more ads that I can critique and bring on to Good, Bad, and Ugly Ads. I need you to help me with that. Send me the ads that you find out there in the world, whether they come in your mailbox, whether you see them on TV or online or wherever, and let's work together so that we can genetically engineer our marketing for ever-increasing success right here on Good, Bad, and Ugly Ads. And I'll see you next time.